Welcome to Reach Out, the program that highlights the amazing work carried out by local nonprofits, the wonderful people who lead these organizations, and the committed volunteers who give of themselves but wind up receiving more. I'm Bernadette Wagner, Co-Director of Volunteer Washington County, and I'm happy to have Jessica Green, Operations Manager of the Maryland Theater, as my guest today. The Maryland Theater is a local treasure that was originally built in 1915, partially destroyed by a fire in 1974, but celebrated its grand reopening in 1978 due to a group of committed volunteers who called themselves the Citizens to Save the Maryland Theater. We are so fortunate to have Jessica as a guest today, and I can't wait for her to tell us about the upcoming shows, its partnerships with the Maryland Symphony and Barbara Ingram School for the Arts, Wind Down Fridays, and of course, the ways that you can get involved. Welcome, Jessica. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me, Bernadette.
You're welcome. So let's just start off a little bit with a brief history of the Maryland Theater, and maybe I know that you have a board of directors, if you wanted to tell something about them.
We do. We are run by a group of 15 wonderful volunteer board of directors. They're extremely active and participate in every aspect of the theater, everything from working behind the scenes on our contracts to determining what performances come to the Maryland Theater, even to serving drinks and snacks at the concession stand. So
it's a hands-on board.
It is.
That's
very
terrific.
Much so.
Okay, and the Maryland Theater has a strong reputation for working collaboratively in our community, and I know you have a partnership with the Maryland Theater and with the Maryland Symphony. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that.
We do. We have plans for the next 5 years with the Maryland Symphony Orchestra. We are so excited to offer the Washington County community the symphony's performances annually at the theater. It's such a great venue for the symphony to perform in for our community.
And the acoustics are so beautiful there.
They are.
That's
wonderful.
Great. And you also partner, I think, with the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts?
We do, as well as Washington County schools in general. But the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts specifically uses the stage every day as a living classroom space. And of course, we host graduation ceremonies, the spring musicals, as well as holiday productions throughout the year.
That's terrific. They're lucky to have you as a partner. The Maryland Theater is best known for its wonderful shows, and I know that you do both dance performances, comedy, dramas, musicals. What are some of the exciting upcoming programs that you have coming up?
We do offer a variety of performances to the community, and we really pride ourselves on that variety. This summer we're starting our 6th season of Wind Down Fridays, which is our outdoor summer concert series in the courtyard, and that will run starting this Friday, July 5th, through the end of September. We also have a few comedians coming in the fall. The first is Tim Hawkins, which is Sunday, November 3rd, as well as John Pinette, which is October 19th. Some of the other events that we have coming up, we're hosting our very first summer camp in collaboration with Authentic Community Theater, which starts July 22nd. So we're busy.
And I was just going to ask you about activities for kids. I mean, it sounds like you have a lot to offer, the outreach and the importance of the arts in their lives. Is there anything else that you wanted to add about that?
In addition to the summer camp, we have a children's performance that we have scheduled. I believe it is, October 24th. It's going to be a daytime show that will open up to Washington County schools for attendance, in addition to daycares, nursery schools, and any homeschool programs.
Is it free of charge?
It'll be for a nominal fee.
Okay.
I don't have the exact amount right now, but less than $5 per child. So.
And what is the show going to be about? Do they know that yet?
It's called Now This. It's an interactive kids show that's based around a musical folktale. So should be very interesting. They tell me they can include the entire audience. So.
Oh, that sounds like something the kids would really enjoy. As a nonprofit, I know that the Maryland Theater often relies on volunteers to help you in the theater and to ensure your success. What are some of the ways that volunteers get involved at the theater?
Well, in addition to the board of directors, we also have a staff of approximately 50 volunteers that help us to run our concession stand. We do not have any paid staff members that work in the concession stand. And then they also also cover our ushering staff. So at every single show that the Maryland Theater hosts, we have volunteer ushers and the concession stand
And
open.
about how many volunteer ushers do you use per show, or does that vary?
It all depends on the audience size, but at a bare minimum, I would say 6.
Okay.
So
Wow,
it takes a whole community to keep us
and
going.
do you have a volunteer that organizes your volunteers, or
We
is
have
that done by a
2
paid staff?
No, we have 2 head volunteers, one that organizes the ushers and the other for the concessions.
Well, I'm grateful because I've been to the Maryland Theater, and I've always assumed that they were paid. They do such a terrific job.
We appreciate them.
So are there any other volunteer opportunities in terms of backstage, or?
No, the backstage staff is really run by technically qualified crew members.
Okay.
So.
And do the volunteers get to see the shows?
Absolutely. They get free admission to any show that they're working at, and they also get a snack and a drink at the concession stand.
Okay, well, so there's a good opportunity. So in case some of the members of our viewing audience don't want to volunteer but are interested in viewing the shows, can you tell us where they would get tickets?
Absolutely, at the box office, right at the main doors of the theater on Potomac Street, Monday through Friday, but you can also order online at mdtheater.org.
And what is the time that the box office is open?
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, thank you so much for being here, Jessica. I'd like to extend my appreciation to Jessica and also for you, the viewing audience, for tuning in to today's program. I said earlier that the Maryland Theater is a treasure. Here's hoping you have the secret treasure map marked with a big X so that you can find it at 21 South Potomac Street. All are welcome to come downtown and take part of this treasure. I don't know about you, but I feel like taking in a show. I hope to see you at the Maryland Theater soon, and have a great time. See you next time.